I believe it is, and a lot of different things. You can catch him on YouTube and his own Gabcast, and just a tremendous. He's a fundamentalist, missionary, Baptist preacher, and he's just a great man. You're going to be inspired by him tonight. Let's give it up for T. Tommy Tompkins in the house.
I got to tell you here tonight, I am the Reverend T. Tommy Thompson of the Knoxville Baptist Church. It's great to see you on this great season. You might need some treble little bass off that. I'm a great preacher. My testament is a little heavy. But it's great to be with you here in Knoxville, Tennessee, on a great Sunday night. I feel this great season. I love to see these children. These children, they're near and dear to my heart, especially during Christmas when they're so selfish. As it were, I am the Reverend T. Tommy Thompson, pastor of Lovell Baptist Church. I am not an American Baptist, although I am American by the grace of God. I'm not a Southern Baptist, although I'm Southern born, bred, and when I'm dead, I'll be Southern dead. I'm not an independent Baptist preacher. I am independent because I don't wear dependents yet. And I'm fundamental because preaching is fun. And I'm demental. It's great to be here with Tavis Smiley Ballinger here tonight. Brother Ballinger and I, we go many years back. So many years ago, when I was coming on down the hill, on the deer, hunting on the deer stand in Kentucky, and no. Brother Tavis and Shannon, his beautiful wife, and those lovely children. There's a little backward. Children are just a little backward, but they'll come along. No, that's great. Brother Ballinger and I go many years back, back in western North Carolina, lower Kentucky, and we were brothers there together, interdenominational, interfaith brothers, in, as it were, Bucks for the Masters, a deer hunting fellowship. And we were in a deer stand during one of the colder months. I don't know if many of you have heard this story. I'm sure he's told it. Preachers are bad to tell their stories over and over. But we were in a deer stand and we got to talking about the good things. And we started shouting in the deer stand, and he was terribly injured. I carried him to the emergency room. There was several abrasions. Shouting, as it were. Shouting, right. In a deer stand. I'm not ashamed of shouting here tonight. I'd shout. If I had a partial plate, I would shout till my partial plate injured somebody. And then there's Bill Gaither, that flaming liberal, because he got a man with a mustache and a beard in the quartet. Told me about Bill Gaither, homecoming. But I'm a quartet man. I go way back. I understand you had a quartet in the program tonight. It's high time the quartets took the church back over. Gospel quartets. Young men don't even know how to wear mustaches. They know you're supposed to shave the top part of the mustache off if you're going to sing bass in a quartet. It's a certain type of mustache, if you're going to wear one at all. But I don't have one. I got some gospel singing coming up. at Lumpkins Memorial Baptist Church. See, they just go to screaming and shouting when I come. A wonderful thing. I seem to have gone off and left my book. You know, I've got it in here in my suit, my very great suit. My wife Lotilla couldn't be here tonight, but she doesn't attend church, so she wouldn't have been here if she could have come. I asked her not long ago, I said, why don't you ever go to church with me? She said, if anything ever happened over there, I'd go look at it. But we have a third Friday night singings at Lumpkins Memorial Baptist Church. The Blood Lovers are going to be there this third. The Lamp Oilers will be with them. And then I don't know if you've heard them, but if you haven't heard them, you ought to hear them. The Quaker State Quartet. Now some Baptists anoint with oil. The Quaker State, they just don't anoint with oil when they sing the singings. They give oil changes. Power God to this. I say power God to this great Christmas season. And all the things that are going on, the children and the ruby red cheeks of the rosy red children. Right. Also, along with the Quaker State Quartet's going to be the Treble Brothers and Baby June. The Hairliners. Many years they asked me, this is going out on the YouTube tonight. But so many times they asked me, said, how long is hair that's too long, Brother Thompson? And I said, there's a little place over here where hair won't grow. That if it goes past that, it's too long. But speaking of hairlines, the Hairliners, maybe it's Airlines, HEI, or I don't know, these new groups. I was raised at Little Calvary Baptist Church, Seagrove, North Carolina. But years ago, the young men changed the name of the church. Right. Right, they changed the name of the church. Now it's called the Baptist Sleep Center.